Good morning, gamers. Yes, good morning, good morning. It's Scene Isaacs here, back in the world of Surviving Bedrock. Yes, yes. Now, many of you may have just noticed, I have 202 experience levels. I set up my gold farm to where I could actually just AFK at it overnight. Now, this took a little bit of ingenuity here because by itself, that is not doable, because you would simply have so many pigmen you'd completely crash your world and everything like that. But what I did is I took all those mistakes I made trying to create a little hopper clock for our piglin bartering farm. I set up a similar clock right here to where I turn this off and on, and when it's on, it cycles through about 3 stacks worth of items, so it will be on for that long, but then it will be off for that long. It will allow the trident killer system down here to actually catch up. And in doing that all night, I wound up with all this experience. I also came in here and I set up a very good automated storage system for the gold nuggets, the gold ingots, and the rotten flesh. And anything over and above so it doesn't jam gets fed into this dropper that is hooked to an automated dropper circuit. Now you may be wondering, where is all of the gold if I was at this thing all night long? Well, I will show you. It is all in the piglin bartering hall that we created in the last episode. I fine-tuned the timing in here so it would work a little bit better. It shoots over about 8 items back and forth between these two hoppers, and it is working wonderfully right now. And I also decided last night to help automate the storage in here, all of the organization. We get a whole bunch of stuff in here now. And I was able to wire up a lever here to turn the farm on and off. And I also, if you look up there very closely, I did set up a minecart with a hopper that will actually feed more gold into all of the droppers. But so far, letting this thing run for a few minutes, I've got quite a bit of stuff, and I even came across 2 netherite hoes, which is phenomenal. I just can't believe that. I have realized I do get quite a bit of loss in the actual gold ingot department here. It's kind of sad. I'm going to look around, see if there's a way to prevent that much loss. If you guys know of anything, please let me know. I want to make sure all the gold goes to them so I'm not sitting here. I'm not losing the gold, but it's just losing its efficiency really bad. I keep having to put all the excess gold that falls out back into this little minecart with a hopper. But that is this all done up. Might decorate it a little bit more. I need some more crimson stems over here. But I think today we are going to actually work on that creeper farm, as I said. Now, a creeper farm has basically a few main parts. You'll see a whole bunch of them online. If you do a YouTube search for creeper farm, there's 100 different videos, probably more, but they all have virtually the same design. The same mechanics are the same no matter what. And they're pretty much the same as a general purpose mob farm. You get the farm created somewhere where there's not going to be really a whole lot of other mobs to mess with your spawn rates. Most people do them over an ocean, which is what I'm going to do. Just way out here over our big ocean that we've had for quite a bit. There we go. Probably just right out over in here in this area. And you build it up in the air. You build spawning platforms. You put a giant platform over top so the light level is pretty much nothing. And then you put a collection system down below. Very simple, very easy. Creepers are a little bit different because you've got to do something a little bit different. There's an extra step to make sure you don't get spiders and zombies and everything else spawning over here. But what I've got to do first is I have to go get a bunch of stone because I have a little bit left, but nowhere near enough for this farm. So I'm going to head back to my little branch mine session, and I'm going to start mining for probably an hour or so. And I'm going to grab me a whole bunch of stone so I can build this farm. I'll see you guys there. Okay, so we are at 127. We want to get to 163, which means we've got about 36 more to go. Let me just go ahead and put 36 scaffolding on my hotbar, and here we go. Now what we're doing, and when we get up here, we're basically building a platform for the trident killer that we've done before. And we want it to be this far off the ground so the stuff on the ground doesn't mess with our rates. So here we are on Y level 163. We're going to go ahead and create a platform here. And I'm going to this is also going to be our AFK platform. Very much like when we are at our gold farm where we are just AFK. We're sitting right there next to it. There we go. We got a little platform. And I will extend this out a little ways at some point to create a platform for a nether portal. Because that will be the quickest way to get up here, is to just use a nether portal and never worry about anything. Just walk into the nether, bring us straight up here, and we're good to go. Okay, now that we are up here, let's go ahead and get an area set up for the trident killer. Let's extend this a little bit. Working up here, I'm not too worried about any mobs spawning up here, but I will be lighting it up because I might get a little bit further away, and I definitely don't want anything to spawn up here. Get some of my materials out, that way I'm ready. And craft me a couple chests. There we go. Get me a hopper. There we go. Extend this out a little bit. I want to make sure I have a nice sized AFK platform so I don't accidentally walk off, and I'll probably be putting some walls up eventually. But there we go here. We will definitely be putting a minecart on that, remember that guys. Which would mean our little AFK killing platform is going to be right up here. Which means I need to move this stuff. I'm going to place a scaffolding block right there so I know where to put the minecart when I go get it later. There we go, there's our little AFK killing platform. We'll go ahead and make this one a stair as we usually do. So all the experience will come through here. And now to actually build the trident killer part. Here we go, now I got it going here. As I said, me and redstone on camera, not usually the best thing. Simply get it built up right. Redstone, dropper. Redstone, observer, solid block. Redstone, observer, solid block. Redstone, observer, solid block. And on each of the solid blocks, place a piston. There we go. And now you can just simply fill the rest in. And right here is where we will place that little upside down stair. There we go. Let me go ahead and create a little platform here. And that stair is there simply so we can open that chest. Most of you already know that, I imagine. Time for the glass. Okay, now from here, we want to go 30 blocks up with everything. Now, I am at Y66, so I need to go to Y196. I may not have enough glass, so at the very end, I may start going back to stone bricks. There we are, and we are up here at Y level 196, which is exactly 30 blocks above our trident. Up here is where we are going to start building our, what would be our collection chamber, where we're going to have a water stream that funnels all of the creepers into this hole. Kind of like we did with the zombie pigman farm and the iron golem farm. And if I'm not mistaken, we want it to be a total of 25 by 25. So doing the math, that means go 8 blocks out in each direction. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is another reason I suggest building it over the ocean. That way, if you fall, you land in water and you don't get hurt. Now what we have to do is we have to fill this whole platform in. we are. Our platform is now built entirely there. Now, we are just going to line the edge of the platform here with stone blocks. This is going to be our border area. And in this big square is where we will have the water stream. And realizing a flaw in my design, I could have definitely saved on some of the stone bricks here. When building in creative, it is very easy to get careless with how many blocks you use, forgetting that in survival you don't have just an unlimited number. And there is our main platform right there, all set and done, looking really good here. Now, before you get going with the water in here, remember that's going to be the basic like we've always done. Couple blocks here, there, like we've done for our iron farm, for our gold farm, everything. That's going to be real simple, real easy. I am going to take a couple minutes to light this area up just because I really don't want to see any bunches of spawns up in here just yet. But now we need to build our little platforms that is designed for creepers to spawn on. Now to do this, the easiest way is to go up in two places, go up 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we do not need these bottom 5 blocks. They're actually going to be a hindrance if we were to keep them there. Okay, and now that we're up here, what we're going to do is we are going to take a little bit of temporary blocks. We're going to go out 3, 1, 2, 3, break the 2 in the middle. And then do it again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And this is where we're going to stop placing blocks. We're going to do the same on the other side. So we're going to go, and we can do this from down here. 1, 2, 3. Break the 2 in the middle. 1, 2, 3. Break the 2 in the middle. And now what you're going to do is you're going to run each of these the length of the little water platform down here. You want them to all be 1 away from the edge wall of your water platform. You see how this one is 1 block before you reach the edge? You want the same thing over here. Just like this, 1 away from the edge of the platform. And do that on both sides. There we go. And just to confirm, if you stand right here, you should be able to look straight up and see sky. There we are. So let's go ahead and take these over. And basically from this point, you're going to mirror them, going up 2 blocks and then placing them again. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Chop out the middle. There we go. We're going to keep doing this until we've done this a total of 5 times. There we go. That should be 5 layers of it, counting this bottom one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes, that is perfect. And now basically what you're going to do is you're going to do these same things. You're going to repeat all those lines upward 5 times like we just did here. But I'm going to finish all of this just like this, and I will see you guys when I get done. While you are going up, since we are not in creative mode and you are forced to kind of scaffold like this, this is where I suggest getting those buttons and the trap doors in place. Let me show you. Okay, what you're going to be doing is on every face here, you're going to place a button on all the sides, just like this. You're just going to go down the rows just like this. And then you're going to do it on this side too. Gonna do it on both ends. This is why I have so many buttons for this project. There we go. Just like that on all of them. Now the reason you place the buttons here is when a mob senses a button like this, they think it's something they can go ahead and walk off. They think it's something they can walk on. So instead of a mob just getting stuck up there and not moving at all, they're actually going to consider that button a valid block to walk onto, and then they're just going to fall down into the little water stream chamber we've got set up down here. And here I thought I was actually prepared enough with enough buttons, and I am going to be way short. I'm already on my last stack of buttons. Now you can use any type of buttons you want. I'm just using spruce because it was a tree that I can farm in very large quantities very, very quickly. Ah! I fell into my old kill chamber. Oh, wow, that was not good. I have a slight feeling that I will be leaving this build here shortly to go get more buttons. That is 2 spruce trees worth of buttons that I got, and it's not going to be enough. So now that we have all the buttons on all the sides and on the ends, what you're going to do now is you're going to do alternating blocks on the top with buttons. This is so there won't be any spiders spawning. We've already got multiple farms where we get a lot of string, so this is just going to make things a little bit easier because we don't need the string. All we want this farm for is gunpowder. And spiders require a 3-block space to spawn. So if you take away that other block, it will not spawn any spiders. There we go, just like that. These do not need to be alternating in any kind of checkered pattern or anything like that, so no worries. There we are. You see this entire platform down here. Now, the other thing to do is to actually take care of the height for creepers. Because if you look very closely, creepers are not quite 2 blocks tall. See, right now, if we left this as it was, this would also spawn skeletons and zombies, and we don't need that. So what you want to do is every time you have an empty block, put a trap door. So alternate every other block with a trap door. Now this will prevent other mobs like zombies and skeletons from spawning, but it will still allow creepers to spawn. Because as I said, creepers are only about 2 blocks, or just under 2 blocks tall. Does not matter what trapdoor you place. I'm again using spruce because it's a wood I can farm en masse. And while we could still walk underneath here, but regular zombies and everything will not be able to spawn under this. And make sure you're lined up where it is an empty block with your trapdoors. So basically, this setup you have here, you have to repeat all the way to the top. But now that I realize I definitely need more buttons, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to go sleep a little bit. I'm going to grab a bunch more buttons and I will be back.
Okay guys, I am back, and I am so sorry for how this video is ending. I really expected to show you the rest of the farm. The problem is, my hard drive, for some reason, corrupted the video files. To finish the farm, all you have to do is put a giant roof over everything you just built. Creepers will start spawning, put your water streams in, and they will fall down into your kill chamber. But that is all I have for us today. In our next video, I will show you the completed farm, as well as the results from being away and AFK for several hours. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please accept my apologies and forgive me for how this video is ending. I really expected it to be much better. If you did like this video, please hit the like and subscribe, as it always helps support the channel. Again, I'll see you guys next time. You guys have a great day. Bye.